It's September 2018 and we have just completed on our latest HMO project. This was originally an office and we're going to turn it into a HMO, which meant we needed a full planning application to go from B1 to sui generis. You can see from the exterior of the building that although it's one title, it's currently two separate buildings with two front doors and no access between the buildings. We're going to keep it as one title, but we are going to knock it through and just make one large HMO with 8 bedrooms and 6 bathrooms.
We're into week 2 now on this project and the strip out is going well. Actually, if we look around, you can see that some of it looks like it hasn't been touched. And behind me, for example, you can see a chimney has been removed and that red X on the wall is where there's going to be an opening for the corridor. So we'll do a quick tour just now, but actually what we have found is that a lot of what is in here can be reused. It's in good conditions. The ceilings have been dropped with a steel stud in the past, so we will retain that, and that gives us good height for running our utilities, so our soil pipes and electric cables and all that sort of stuff. So we're really just stripping out the areas that are going to need some sort of structural changes or modification to sort the layout out. So yeah, whilst we're here, we're measuring up with the joiners and the plasterers for the new en-suites and the corridor. That's pretty much the only changes that are going to be made to this building. And we're actually heading away for 3 weeks now, so by the time we get back, should be big change here, hopefully well on with all the joinery, first fix electrics and plumbing, and maybe even plastering will have started. So we're back on site after a couple of weeks holiday, and as with our other project, it's great to see that things have been progressing well here as well. There's been a lot of structural work needed just to get the two buildings feeling more like a single building, so a lot of openings and a lot of steel work, and we've also had a lot of the first fix joinery done as well, so you get to feel what the layout is going to be like with all the en-suites and how all the bedrooms are set up. Joiners have got a little bit more left to do, and then later on this week we've got the electricians and the plumbers getting started, followed very soon after by the plasterers. So a lot of progress happening, and it's great to see it all come together. We're now into the first week of December, and whilst things are still progressing here, progress has definitely slowed down. This seems to be one of the issues of having the same team of plasterers working on two projects that are running at pretty much exactly the same schedule. Rather than just focusing on getting one job finished, they have bounced between this and our other site to make sure that they are both keeping ahead of the trades that are following them in behind. So things are looking good here, but I would have liked to have seen it a little bit further ahead. The top floor completely skimmed now. Unfortunately, the ground floor still got a little bit of skimming to do, and the cellar has got a chunk of work. So by the end of this week, they should be a bit further ahead. We've also got the decorators starting this week, and thankfully the tilers are on site now as well, so the bathrooms are starting to look a bit better.
Good morning. So I'm not really sure when Mike last filmed an update for this end-to-end video, but I am on site this morning. I am waiting for the carpet fitters to arrive, and I thought I'd take the opportunity just to film a little bit and show you where we are at. Obviously the fact that carpet's going down, we're fairly far along the process, but I'll just give you a quick whiz round and show you the site. in, Mike.
Does it look like I want to be doing this?
Tell the vlog what's happened. Without using swear words, tell the vlog what's happened.
It's more what has not happened. So we had a couple of guys in over the weekend, supposed to be clearing the site ready for carpets, and they've cleared everything, but the floors have all needed scraped. You can see all the plaster that's just been scraped off the floor, which maybe is me being pedantic, but if you leave it, you're going to feel it under the underlay, and it's going to wear out the carpet quicker, and it's just not ideal. So I'm scraping down the floors, pulling out all the nails, and then giving everything a good vac.
This is our utility room down in the basement, and we had a bit of a hiccup because actually the stairs down to the basement are extremely narrow and we couldn't get the washer dryer down there. Now fortunately this property has huge basements. We've only used half of them because the other half, as you can see, has extremely low head height. So if I come into what we're now using as the plant room, you can see the washer dryers are here. And what we had to do, I'm not convinced you'll be able to see this clearly without a torch, but in one of these rooms we had to take the floorboards up in the room above and lower the washer dryers through the ceiling. Yeah, it was a workaround. Okay, so I'm up in the kitchen. It's not looking great, I'm going to be honest, given that the flooring's going down today. The rest of the house is pretty much ready, but the kitchen is not. We had a delay with the front and back doors, so the back door only went in on Friday, so as you can see there's some finishing off to be done there, and architraves to go around it, still a bit of painting to be done at the back there, and the tiling was only finished on Friday. Slight interruption as the flooring guys arrived there. So the tiling was finished on Friday, so that's all done. We are leaving it this kind of unfinished edge, which personally I really like, but it does need a good clean. As does the whole room, if we can be honest. I've gone for these kind of Edison chandelier bulbs, which are lacking bulbs at the moment. And yeah, that's it. It's a really long, thin galley kitchen, which isn't ideal for a HMO, but honestly, it was just us working with the space that we had. And what is really important to me, we talked about a lot, you know, every tenant has got their own cupboard on this side here, so there's plenty of storage. The fridges are integrated. Oh, I don't know how to work this. Which again was a space saver. We've never done integrated fridges before, and there's another fridge at the other end there. Hello. So it's now early February and the project is officially finished. We're taking professional photos today and then the first tenant moves in tomorrow. Now, I will show you the finished project in a minute, but just to say we perhaps haven't been as on the ball with filming this as we should have been. Hopefully there's enough footage to show you the main stages of work and the progression. But if you want more detail, I have written an article about it, which I will link in the description box below. And I'll share a little bit more detail on costs and the kind of schedule of works there as well. So head over and check that out. Anyway, I will now show you what the project looks like finished, but if you have enjoyed this video, then we would really appreciate a thumbs up or a comment in the box below. Thanks for watching.